You can go to sleep at 11 o'clock, you close your eyes for 3 minutes and your alarm goes off. You got 10 minutes to get to class.
Feel uninvited. Left home in West LA, I'm not excited. So uninspired. On my way to play the Baywatch.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. It's Life with Melanin. And today, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be telling y'all things that I wish I knew before I went to college. When I tell you I'm about to give you the tea, not all the tea, just half the tea. But before we get into this video, don't forget to subscribe, turn on the post notification bell so you get alerted every time that I post a video. A couple times out of the week, I'm not sure yet, but be consistent throughout the week. I go to Rider University. It's a private campus, so I don't really have to travel too far, which is perfect for me because I don't got time for that. If you are interested in going to Rider University or you've never heard of it, just comment, DM me on Instagram, whatever you need to do, and I'll let you know a little bit about it. So the first thing that I wish I knew before I got to college was to save my coins. Save your money. College broke is a different level of broke. It's a different level. If you got $1, don't save that though. It's not gonna really make a difference if you just save $1. If you save a couple hundred, couple thousand, if you got it like that. But definitely I would suggest getting a summer job. If you've never had a job before, get a summer job. You might get tired of asking your parents for money. Depending on the location of where your school is, it can be difficult to find a job in certain areas. So keep that in mind. So I would recommend getting a summer job and saving as much money from that as you can. There are a lot of parties. That's a lot of Uber money back and forth if you don't have a car on campus. And if you do have your car on campus and you don't have a job, you're still gonna need to pay for gas. So if your campus has a Starbucks on campus or a Subway or something, you're gonna get tempted. Don't say you won't. We're all guilty of it. You're gonna get tempted and you're gonna want to buy something. There are a lot of endless pizza nights where you don't want to eat anything on campus. You don't want ramen and you just want to order pizza. There are a lot of those nights. There's a lot of nights where you want to order Uber Eats. It happens. It gets the best of us. This is a lesson. Save your coins. My second thing I wish I would have known, I'm not sure if this is really for me, this is something that I wish I would have known. I have certain classes that I never knew I would have to take. When I was in high school, I never really thought about that kind of stuff. I didn't know. I didn't really know when I got there I was going to be taking environmental geology. I didn't know I would need that for a criminal justice major. That's not something I really thought of until I got to college and I saw that I needed all these different classes and all these different areas that had nothing to do with my major. Don't get me wrong, a lot of these classes you do need. It helps you in the future. Things that certain people wouldn't know because they didn't take the course, and everything they give us is to prepare us. So yeah, I didn't know that. That's not something I really thought about. The third thing that I wish I would have known, there's no such thing as sleep. Let me repeat that. There's no such thing as sleep. What is that? I don't know what that is. I don't know what sleep is. Let me tell you something. When I first got to college, I want to say about the first 2-3 weeks, I would go to sleep around 11, 12, 12:30, maybe 1 to start off good. I didn't want to have my high school ways of going to sleep at 3 a.m. and waking up at 7 o'clock. It just wasn't going to work out that way. For the first 2-3 weeks, everything was fine. Everything was fine. I was getting up at 8, 8:30. I was putting myself together walking out that room. But then everything changed. After about the 3 weeks, even though I was going to sleep early, I was having trouble getting up. I don't know what it was. It could have been the air. Something wasn't clicking in my head. If you know, you know. There's no such thing as sleep. You can go to sleep at 11 o'clock, close your eyes for 3 minutes, your alarm goes off, you got 10 minutes to get to class. It's really that deep. Who made up these rules? The fourth thing that I wish I would have known before I got to college is that some professors actually care. That being said, in high school, they would always say, you know, my teachers be like, you better get it together now, because when you go to college, the professor's not gonna care. They're not gonna chase you down. They're not gonna make sure you do this and you make sure you do that. It's every man for themselves. The lies you tell. But that being said, it does depend on where you go to school. I go to a private campus. My classes are small. My classes could be about 20 people, 25 people, sometimes not even that. I recommend a private campus for many reasons, but that's for another video. So the fifth thing that I wish I would have known before going to college is that just because it's college does not mean that everybody has matured or has changed for the better in a way, if you know what I'm saying. You would think that us being adults, there wouldn't be any of the buffoonery. But no. Where do I begin? That being said, I feel like there's a difference between being childish and just like trying to have fun. How I see it is childish is like exposing people and, you know, doing the max, just doing things that adults shouldn't do. And then having fun, you know, is just like, you know, having a good laugh, making a good crack, a joke, or something, you know, things like that. But no, it doesn't happen like that. People still gonna talk about you behind your back. I know you thought just because it's college does not mean that everybody is as mature as you, and that's just something that you're gonna have to realize real quick. You better get on a memo, because everybody ain't mature. Everybody does not have the mindset that you have. Everybody doesn't have the mindset that you wish they would have. And I mean, that's okay. You just gotta find the people who have the mindset that, you know, people who want the same things, who are goal oriented just as you. It sucks that you gotta go through a lot to get this, but this is why I'm telling you. That's why I'm telling you. So you notice, you know it. Don't go to college and say I ain't tell you. The sixth thing that I wish I would have known, well, I knew, but I wish some of my friends would have known, is do not buy them textbooks. What are you doing? You got me out here looking bad. You ain't need them textbooks. I've bought one textbook for one class this whole entire year, these 2 semesters, and that was from my comp culture media class because we actually needed it, and it's $14 a month on Chegg. I've passed my classes and I didn't have textbooks except for this one class, and I'm doing fine. Do not buy a textbook until you know you need it. Don't waste your money. Waste somebody else's money. The seventh thing I wish I would have known before going to college is that you have more time than you actually think. You got time. That I would catch myself in between classes with nothing to do. And then when my classes ended, because I didn't have any night classes, if I did have an assignment and I complete that assignment, it's just like, okay, what do I do now? If there's not an event going on campus, or if my friends are in class, it's like, well, what am I supposed to do? I'll tell you what you're gonna do. So going into the eighth thing that I wish I would have known, that relates to the seventh thing I wish I would have known, is that it's better to be involved than not. Get involved on campus. Like I said, you have more time than you think. So join a club, join an organization, join something. But even if you don't want, like, even if you're not interested in some of the clubs and organizations that's on your campus, you can start your own club. You can do that. Start your own club. And even if you don't want to do any of that, just get out to events. It's a perfect way to meet new people, to have fun and not feel like you're stuck in your room or doing the same thing. So it's better to get involved, go to activities, go to whatever your school is having, even if they have like little get-together, little talks, little discussion things, go to them. It ain't gonna kill you. It's free. So the ninth thing that I wish I would have known before I got to college is to sit in front of the class. It is not going to hurt you to sit in front of the class, especially if you go to a public university where you have large class sizes. You sitting in front of the class, the professor is going to see your face every day. It makes it easier when the professor is grading a paper and you word something in a way that you worded, and they're just like, oh, this person sits in front of this class, this person participates every day, I know her, I know she knows this question, maybe she just put it in a different type of form, I'm gonna give her the credit for it. Sit in front of the class. Let the professor know that you're there with them. You know, give them eye contact. You know, they know that you're participating. So when it's time to grade stuff, they put a name to a face. There you go. Just helped you out. The 10th thing that I wish I knew before college is that you don't have to go to every party. And also, every party is not lit. If you go into these parties and you calm and you just be standing in the corner, you fine. One of the type that goes to parties and you wild out, and you always at the party and you wilding out, work it around. Definitely do. But also to the second part of this, every party is not lit. Sad to tell you. There's been a couple times me and my friends showed up to parties and we were just like, and we got out of there within the 5 minutes that we got there. We were gone, okay? Every party is not lit, okay? It's just not. That's okay, because every party is not meant for you to be there. Those are the 10 things I wish I knew before college. Now I helped you out. When you get to college, don't act like you ain't know. Be prepared, okay? Tell your friends. Tell your friends, tell their friends. And y'all all make a group chat and y'all discuss all this. Thank you guys for the support on my last video. There's going to be more different type of videos coming soon. Comment down some things that you would like to see. Comment if you like this video, what you liked about this video. And if you're in college, comment down below what you wish you also would have known, if you can relate to some of this stuff. Also, don't forget to subscribe, turn on the post notification bell so you get alerted every time I post a video. And most importantly, like this video, give it a thumbs up.